Hi everybody, welcome to Techvision Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about Bootstrap 5 tooltips. So it says the tooltip component is a small pop-up box that appears when the user moves the mouse pointer over an element. So how to create a tooltip? To create a tooltip, add the data BS toggle tooltip attribute to an element. Use the title attribute to specify the text that should be displayed inside the tooltip. This is how it goes. Then note the tooltips must be initialized with JavaScript to work. So this is the JavaScript. If we can copy this JavaScript, okay, it's not something we can copy. Let's move to the next part. So we'll not have to write. So let's proceed. So we'll come here. Then we already have a div. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to say h3. And we'll say tooltip example. So after that, we're going to create a button. And inside this button, we'll give it type, which will be equals to button. And we'll give it class, which will be btn. Then we'll say btn primary. And we'll give it data bs toggle, which will be equals to tooltip. Then we'll give it a title, which will be hooray. Then inside this button, we are going to say over me, just for it to give us something nice. Then after that, let's come and write our JavaScript now. We can just drop our JavaScript here. Then this is our JavaScript. Now let's check it out. So I think I should explain the JavaScript. So this one, we created a variable named tooltip trigger list, and we're trying to slice the tooltip and call this action, that is this data BS toggle that we'll call tooltip. Then this name that we'll call there is here, which is to map the function tooltip and return a Bootstrap tooltip value. Now let's check it out. So here is our tooltip. Can you see it's giving us the array over me effect. Now let's move to the next part. We have positioning tooltips. By default, the tooltips will appear on top of each element. Use the data BS placement attribute to set position of tooltips. So if we have different tooltips, let's try it out. Anchor tag is being used here. So we'll not delete this JavaScript, but instead of this button that we have, we'll remove this button. And here, we'll say anchor tag. We'll firstly have a p tag, and we'll say the data BS. Let's just say placement. Then we can come here and have anchor tag. We'll say anchor tag, and we'll give it href, which should be hash. Then we'll say data BS toggle, which will be tooltip, data placement top. We can duplicate all of this. Oh, okay, let me see if it will give me another one, which is hash. They will give it data here, which is bottom. Now let me check if it will do another one. We can have like, okay, it's giving me suggestions. Yeah, so now let's check this out. So yeah, so this is bottom, left, right. So these are different types of tooltips. I hope you understand. Let's move to the next topic, which is Bootstrap 5 popovers. So it says the popover component is similar to tooltips. It is a pop-up box that appears when the user clicks on an element. The difference is that the popover can contain much more content. How to create a popover? To create a popover, add the data BS toggle popover attribute to an element. Use the title attribute to specify the header text over the popover, and use the data BS content attribute to specify the text that should be displayed inside the popover body. So this is how it works. Now let's check it out. So come here, we'll create, let's say h3, I will say popover example. Then after that, we'll come down here and we'll create a button. Inside this button, we'll call it type, which will be button. We'll give it data PS toggle over. Popover, we'll say popover title and the popover content. This is what we want inside it. Or we can change this title to popover header, and we've given it some content like that. Then this is very perfect. So let me shift F. So this should not stress us out. So then after this button, we'll come here, we'll give it our JavaScript, shift F, for us to see it. Now let's check it out. So can you see our popover? We can have more content inside this. If I should duplicate all of this content now, okay, it cannot be duplicated, but I can have more of this. Then I can paste it here as well. Now let's check it out. This is tell you that we can have more content there. So that is that. Then let's move to the next part, which is positioning popovers, just like we did for tooltips. By default, the popover will appear on the right side of the element. Use the database placement attribute to set the position of the popover on top, bottom, left, or right of the element. Note, the placement attribute do not work as you expect if it's not enough, if there is not enough room for there. For example, if you use the top placement at the top of the page where it is no room for it, it will instead display the popover below the element of the right where there is room for it. And we have a closing popover. By default, the popover is closed when you click on the element again. However, you can use the database trigger. Okay, let's work around. Let's do this first. Then we'll come here. We can delete this button. And instead, we can have anchor tag here. You can say anchor tag. We'll give it hash. And we'll say database popover. So we can now duplicate this. Then we'll say data bs toggle, which will be equals to, they will say data bs toggle, which will be equals to popover. Then after that, we'll give it data bs placement, which will be at the top. Then we can now say data bs content, data bs content. Then we can just say content that we want here. Then we can come here and do this one and say top. We'll also do the same. Let's see if it gives us, yes. So it has given us this trigger over on it. Let's check it out. So we've made use of this trigger too immediately. So now let's over on it. Can you see title, 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 title? I think not all of them took over effect. So that is how it works. I hope you understand the tooltip and the popover that I just taught you. Thank you for watching this video. Please do not follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.